It's podcast time. I'm excited about this podcast. And that's not to say I'm just saying that because I would normally say that. This is a very well-crafted podcast.
Do you think?
What, you disagree?
No, we've got good things coming up. We harass your son, or you do, about getting a job. He wants to become a parking inspector because he knows you'd hate that.
He's getting me on a technicality. How dare he?
I'm going to help him get there, Brendan.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
We discussed ride regret. I saw two girls on a slingshot. You know, one of those horrendous rides that just flings you into the air.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't understand it. One of the girls just constantly passed out, woke up, was horrified, screamed and passed out. Terrifying.
It's like your wedding night.
There weren't that many girls there.
Wendy Harmer. What can you say about Wendy Harmer that hasn't already been said?
Well, she's written a book herself, so she's saying her own words. Lies My Mirror Told Me. It is an extraordinary memoir filled with laughs, with heart, with information about all the media stuff you know and all the shows that you love. But it's also a really tough going for her as a kid. It's an extraordinary book, and she joins us on the show.
And down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Did last night's Halloween pass the pub test for you? We'll compare notes. That's all coming up in this podcast.
Everybody online.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller. Amanda.
Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you can't face?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. Look, you're faffing around looking for your papers. Everything okay?
Everything is under control. Plugging in my headphones because I'm a professional.
You look
How
good.
are you going?
I'm doing all right. I'm getting good grades.
You know, today's the 1st of November.
1st of November.
How many days till we are going to be doing our show live on stage?
Well, it's on the 23rd of
23rd of November.
That's a big deal. A big deal. The 23rd of November is the anniversary of this very radio station. Do you know that?
How many years?
Well, it started in, I think, 78, 79. So
it's very close to your heart, and those dates just resonate with you.
Work that out. It's almost my wedding anniversary.
There's a lot's going to be happening.
And we will be performing on stage. What I've done on my Instagram, I've put out, you know, our opener, the show opener, which I think is its own show in itself.
It goes almost till 9 o'clock.
I know that you have a problem with it, but
I don't have a problem with it, but nothing ever comes out, but things get added.
Yeah, but it's like a wonder wall. What's
a wonder wall?
A wonder wall is like you have a wall in your house and you just stick cool stuff on it.
Is that what a wonder wall is?
That's what a wonder wall is.
Is that your interpretation, or is that what a wonder wall is?
No, it's what a wonder wall is.
Is that what Oasis sing about?
Yeah, it's my wonder wall. You put all your stuff up on the wonder wall.
I've never known that.
And that opener, it's a wonder wall. All the things in the opener are things that are dear to us. Every little part of our show opener is something that's dear to us.
You know the one that goes, "You are idiot." Who's that?
Is that you?
No, what's that
one?
from? You're an idiot.
What are you, an idiot?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
That's from Private Parts, Howard Stern's movie, when Howard Stern says he wants to be a radio DJ. And the program director says, "What are you, an idiot?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so every part of it means something in our life. So from today, in like almost an advent calendar to coming up to...
Chocolates?
No. I'm going to post on my Instagram one rando from our intro. So if you check out
What's today's?
Well, that would ruin the surprise. Have a look on my Instagram, Brendan Jonesy Jones today, and you'll see one not in any particular order. I'm not going to go from the start, but it's great.
Oh, when you said advent calendar, I was thinking of chocolates, and I'm disappointed now.
Sorry about that.
Laugh was like a box of chocolates.
So
Always disappointing.
You didn't get any last night?
Halloween?
Chocolates?
No. Did you? No. I mean, I didn't go trick-or-treating, if that's what you did. I get any chocolates last night? Yes, I dressed up as a young child and went from house to house. Got a new Wagyu. Oh, caviar, nice. Any champers open? No, Brendan, I didn't.
I mean, did you have little kids come round?
No, they didn't come over either.
Because I'm not a curmudgeon when it comes to Halloween, but There was a point where I looked at my niece, Kayla. She lives up at Tweed Heads there, and she's got 3 little kids who I love dearly, and they're the nicest kids. And they're all dressed up in their Halloween outfit, and Mum is dressed up as a skeleton. And I just thought, that is so cute.
It is cute.
That is so cute.
But no one came to your door.
No one came to my door, no.
It's
My
what a win.
21-year-old son did,
Right.
trying to get chocks. I said, mate, get a job.
Buy your own chocks.
Just get a job. But that was
What a
about
delight.
it. That was about it. But we'll unpack that today, and we've got Wendy Harmer joining us on our radio show.
I was lucky enough to get an advance copy of her book. She
Yep.
has written the book of her life, the story of her life. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, it's sad, it's insightful, it's moving, it's amazing. And she's
Okay.
coming in to talk about it.
We've also got Instagram makes his return, and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Here's question one. How many bags of wool did Baba sheep have? Baba black sheep, I've left out a word. How many bags of wool and chocks?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jam Nation. We have the Magnificent Seven for you. There are 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say.
I will say, did you get any chocks? I'm still stunned that you think I went door to door scabbing for chocks.
You'd probably do all right, you know.
I'm only here for the Ferrero Rocher.
I don't know.
Has that got nuts in it?
It does. Do you like the Ferrero Rocher? I don't know. I feel like it's punching above its weight.
I started to buy dark chocolate thinking it would stop me eating chocolate. I don't have a particularly sweet tooth, but after dinner, nice little bit of chocky choc.
Yeah.
But I bought the 70% and now I'm up to the 80%.
All right.
I'm going...
Go the full 90. You'll love it.
No, the full 90 is too bitter.
Yeah.
That's what I say now. In a month's time, I'll be craving the 101% and then I have to go on maths.
Well, then you're eating the dog worming chocolate. Glenn's in Plumpton.
Hello, Glenn.
Hello, how are you?
Very well. Question 1. How many bags of wool did Baba Black Sheep have?
3.
3.
It's the first day of November, Glenn. How many days are left in 2023?
Oh, God.
That's a hard
Wow, that's a question.
Glenn. I'm going to say...
Maybe we should ask how many months are left.
Yeah,
Let's keep it simple.
How many days left in 20... Well, this is very difficult.
How many days left in November? Actually, no, let's work it through together.
Let's work it through together. Glenn, we're going to give you a bit of latitude.
All right, so let's work. How many days, first of all, left in November if today's the 1st?
30.
All right, plus December.
It'll be 31, so 61.
There it is,
Glenn, you got
did it.
there.
Your mother and I are so proud
My
of you.
brain just shut down.
See if you work it out.
Let's play Sing It Back.
Sing it for me. Sing it back.
Just sing it to me.
Sing it back to me.
You have to be able to sing the next line of this song, Glenn.
You take a cake, I'll keep the crumb. I only hear the sound of drums in my heart that I get you.
No, I don't know that one.
Well, you almost got the tune.
Glenn, you can at least try.
Well, if he doesn't know, what's he going to sing?
Loretta is in East Hills.
Hi, Loretta.
Hello. How you doing?
Very
Doing
well.
all right?
When the Hoodoo Guru's finished, you have to start singing. Here we go.
Take a cake, I'll keep the crumb. I only hear the sound of drums in my heart that I get you.
I love the way you talk, you walk, your sound, your smile.
Close enough.
Oh, that's pretty good.
The way you talk, you walk, you smile.
I think Dave Faulkner's breathing easy. He's not going to be replaced anytime soon by Loretta of East Hills, but you got it right.
This one's multiple choice, Loretta. According to the Ultimate Guide to Tipping in America, what percentage of the bill should you tip in a restaurant? This is in America. A, 15 to 20%. B, 20 to 25%. C, 25 to 30%.
15 to 20%.
No.
That's more
This is
than
horrifying, isn't it?
that. Wow.
I know.
When I go to America, I usually go to the 15 to 20. I used to go 10.
Well, they have lower wages, but
Yeah.
also with the exchange rate. I'm going to America in January. I'm taking my sons
won't be
to
able to
New York.
buy anything. You won't get a cup of
This
soup.
is horrifying. Is it 20 to 25% or is it 25 to 30%?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Into the Magnificent Seven. We're up to question number 4.
It's going to Steve in Bondi. Hi, Steve.
How you going?
Very well. According to the Ultimate Guide to Tipping in America, what percentage of the bill should you tip in a restaurant? Is it 20 to 25% or 25 to 30%?
20 to 25.
Yes, it is.
It is.
That's terrifying, isn't it?
So if you...
So with the exchange rate being as it is,
Yeah.
plus tipping 20 to 25%, Australians, I'm sure, America must be used to, they're Australians, they're not going to tip enough. Because it's not in our nature to tip that much. That's a lot.
Well, that's when you go over to America to really bung on the Aussie. G'day, Mick Dundee, just in town for a few days.
And they'll urinate in your meal because you're not going to get a tip.
Tight ass isn't going to give us a tip.
What's suspect in the game of Cluedo? Do you remember Cluedo, Steve? What suspect in the game of Cluedo has the same name as a bird? Remember we had Professor Plum. Say again?
Peacock?
Yeah, it was Mrs. Peacock.
Yeah, not Professor Peacock.
Well, she might have been, but she hadn't
Maybe
qualified
in
yet.
these modern times.
Yeah.
Maybe Professor Peacock was a bit trans. Nothing wrong with that. What?
We don't have to update all of people on
Well,
Cluedo.
but maybe that's what you can do. That's the modern times. What vegetable takes its name from the capital of Belgium, Steve?
Brussels sprout.
Yes.
Of course.
Do you like Brussels sprouts?
No.
How about you, Steve?
No.
I think because we probably grew up in the era where our mothers boiled them.
Yep.
Whereas if you cover them in delicious things like bacon and garlic and oil,
No.
shove them in the oven or fry them, they can be nice.
Even Matt Moran has made me Brussels
And
sprouts.
you didn't like them?
And I said no. They're just
I
dreadful.
like if they're a carrier for other fattening things.
Don't
they're much
waste my
nicer.
time. There's other foods you can eat.
Question 7. Who is rumoured to be dating Nathan Cleary?
Mary Fowler.
Mary
Mary
Fowler.
Fowler.
How good is that?
Our Matilda.
Yeah.
That's right.
Congratulations, Steve. You've won the Jam Pack. It's all coming your way. A $150 Beren's restaurant voucher. Epic breakfasts, casual coffees, long lunches, intimate dinners. Beren's is the destination. You never need leave there. A Summer on the Harbour cruise package. Experience Sydney Harbour with Captain Cook Cruises. Tickets available now from captaincook.com.au. And Jonesy and Amanda character choice, fit to colour in and some starter pencils. Steve, is there anything you'd like to add to this?
That's awesome. Thanks a lot.
Steve,
Good
you're
job,
welcome.
mate.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Top of the morning. What's on the menu today, good sir?
Some sort of shenanigans.
The Jarmanac is our big book of facts. Let's have a look what we've got on this day. On this day, 1997, Robbie Williams released his hit, Let Me Entertain You. He wrote the song about living in the moment and enjoying life after he attempted to get a girl to cheat on her boyfriend with him. Speaking of Robbie, his new Netflix docu-series drops next week.
Oh, I look forward to watching this.
It will see him watching old footage of his career in music, to his drug addiction and rehabilitation journey. When he was asked what it was like to film it, he said it was like watching a crash you're involved in, but in slow-mo. In the trailer for this series, his kids asked to watch the doco, and here's what he says.
You'll be able to watch the documentary when you're much older.
What happened?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. We're of age. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be very entertaining, as is this song.
Jam Nation.
The wind has died down. That's something that's good.
Tell you what else is good is an Italian festival I saw just
La
the other day.
Tomatina? Or is that Spanish?
Spanish. When you think of an Italian festival, you do think of tomatoes or food or the biggest pizza
Whenever I
making or
watch Channel
whatever.
10 News, I guarantee you at the end of the news, there'll be some crazy Italians or Spaniards throwing tomatoes at each other.
I
Every
live for
time
it.
at
I
Channel
live
10
for it.
News. And is that the only footage they have?
Well, I don't know, but let me tell you about this festival I came across. The Italian 2023 Burping Festival. This guy seemed to take the win. It's in front of an enormous crowd.
How big's the crowd?
I could see from what I saw, hundreds of people cheering him on for this burp. And a decibel reader behind him says it's 130 decibels.
That's loud.
I've looked it up. That's the same as a jet taking off, a gunshot at close range, the sound of a jackhammer, 130 decibels.
The crowd.
They're loving it.
That's something ESPN would play for sure.
Well, you know what I was thinking? If life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade. Is this something you have thought of entering, Brendan? Because you like a burp.
Oh, no,
Let's play this for a moment.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
You know what?
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was years ago. Mark Schaefer just won Bathurst. That's how long ago it was. And I was watching the race and I'd had a couple of beers and I left a message on
Our producer's answering
producer's
machine.
voice message machine thing.
Yeah.
And I said we should get Mark Scaife on.
And then this.
And then...
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
So I come in the next day and our producer Peter says, have I got something for you?
And that has been used in perpetuity since.
Well, think about why would you leave it on a recording machine?
Well, I couldn't help it.
So here we have this guy. And now let's have you. Him. You. Him. Brendan Jones, I announce you the winner. There you go, 131 decibels. Congratulations.
Are you finished?
And now I'm going to throw a tomato at you.
And I'll see it on Channel 10 News tonight.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
Podcast.
I have 3 children who I love dearly. They're 31 almost, 26 and 21. And my kids, they're all like little rocket ships. Their careers, their lives. My eldest one got married. He's moved out.
Yes.
Psh, rocket ship. My
Wonderful.
daughter is doing a great job now as a behavioural therapist.
She's amazing.
Moved out of home. Psh, rocket. Well, rocket ship's there. It's but I'm always there. My youngest son, who has caused me no grief at all.
He's a lovely young man.
Lovely kid. Doesn't leave any footprint.
You've said that he used to eat like a moth.
He's like a moth.
He would
Sometimes
just
I think
exist
he's a
on
moth.
dust motes.
Yeah, what do you eat? And, we're at a point now where he's gone so far under the radar that I think I've been lax in my parenting with him.
Do you need to bring him out from under the radar?
I've got to bring him out. I've got to get the light out and shine it on him and get him working. So he's had a few jobs in his time and he's quietly quit / been quietly sacked from these jobs.
But he's going to be studying next year.
He's going to be studying IT because of, that's never helped anyone in the world. And he's the sort of kid that's going to end up being some IT billionaire or something like that.
So you
I
can
just see it.
relax.
So
I think you can relax.
I don't worry about him. But a man has got to work. And that's what I say to him. I said, you can't be up all night gaming. When I get up in the morning, I don't want to see you gaming. And then when I come home from work, I don't want to see you in bed. I want you up doing work, doing something. A man's got to work.
And not just a man.
A man/woman, whatever. You got to work. You got to have something.
I think you've got to have a sense of purpose.
Exactly. So every day I say, how are we going on the job front, mate? And he said, well, and Dominic looking for a job be like Mick Dundee.
Mick Dundee's the name, fairly new in town, looking for some kind of a job. Any suggestions? It's enough job hunting for one day.
So that's the extent of his job hunting. And then at the dinner table the other night, he says, I want to be a parking inspector.
See, you know why he said this, because it's a giant razz to you. It's the one job you don't want him to do.
Well, I said to him, well, mate, you can't be a parking inspector because you have parents.
I don't like this discussion.
You can't do that for a job.
They're people, Brendan, and they're earning a living. Actually, they're earning a good living.
They're not, yeah. Anyway, it's like, remember the jazz singer, Neil Diamond? Come on, Neil Diamond and the jazz singer.
No.
Okay, he's a cantor a singer at the synagogue.
Right.
And he sings away there.
Right.
But he wants to be a rock singer.
Okay.
And his father doesn't want him being a rock star, so he forbids it. He wants him to be a cantor, singing away. It's exactly like that.
Where does the jazz singer come in then?
Well, my son, unemployed, I want him to get gainful employment.
He wants to be a rock singer, and then there was the cantor. When did it become jazz?
It's a movie. Just
my point is, you can't control your son's life by bringing up very old movie references that he's never seen.
I'm just saying I have forbidden it. And so now he's saying, are you forbidding me from following my dreams? And I know that he is not interested in being a parking inspector.
Well, Brendan, I've gone to the trouble of finding out what kind of job it would be.
Of course you have.
Salary from $62,000 to $80,000, plus superannuation, fully maintained leaseback vehicle available. Tell you what you need. These are the qualities you need. I think this could be your son. Professional and pleasant manner when dealing with the public. You. Ability to work independently without direct supervision, able to remain calm in conflict situations and management enforcement issues with tact and discretion. He'd have learned a lot of anger management living with you.
Like when they're hiding behind the bush and they take a picture of some poor old lady that's parked a car for 2 minutes over the hour.
You need a completion of a Year 12 high school certificate, which he has done.
Yeah.
A TAFE course in business or similar.
A TAFE course.
Or a Certificate 4 in local government. And these are the benefits. There's a good work-life balance, a long service leave after 5 years, 18 weeks paid parental leave, 3 extra grant days at Christmas to ensure you have time to enjoy the holiday.
They don't have families. What are they going to do? sit at home by themselves in
Brendan,
their castle.
Brendan, I hope you get pinged every single day.
I never get pinged.
What if your son does want to be this? Are you going to hold him back? Would you hold Neil Diamond back? Would you hold Mick Dundee back?
Mick Dundee? What's Mick?
You know, if you bring them to the table, are you going to let their fathers ruin their dreams?
Dominic's dream of being a parking inspector.
He has voiced it. Let's make it happen.
I have no son!
Just to rile you.
It's 4-7. Trust you to be in league with this.
Of course I am. I am.
You're the one that gets fined the most. Why are you supporting
and I'm not
these
angry
people?
at them because I play Russian roulette. Some days I play parking roulette. So some days the parking gods will go my way, and some days they don't.
Sure.
It's not their fault.
Jam Nation.
Doing it for the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Bingo, bango, ready to go. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all that, you get $1,000.
That's right. And then we say, hey, you know what? We've got one extra question here, a bonus question. Do you want to play double or nothing?
We say, hey, how you doing?
Hey, that's what we say to Jamie in Campbelltown. Hi, Jamie.
Hi guys.
How are you, Jamie?
Oh, great. Thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good thing. You sound a little bit rattled, mate. Don't be rattled.
Oh, no, that's just how I actually sound.
Okay. Do I sound rattled?
Okay.
Jamie?
Jamie?
I'm trying to, mate,
and you've
trying to soothe it all for
and
you,
you've
Jamie.
wrecked it for him
I just
now.
imagine like I'm a masseuse and I'm just like, we're here, got some whale noises going, there's candles.
That's my stomach, sorry.
No.
Now, Jamie, here we are. Let's get serious. We have 10 questions. We have 60 seconds. If you aren't sure, say pass because we usually have time to come back, okay?
Okay.
Jamie, good luck because here we go. Question 1. In which direction does the sun set?
Pass.
Question 2. In which sport would you play with a puck?
Hockey.
More information.
Ice hockey.
Question 3. True or false? John Deere originated in Australia.
False.
Question 4. An aviary is an enclosure for what?
Pass.
Question 5. What does DJ stand for?
Pass.
Question 6. Stilton, Gruyere, Manchego are types of what?
Pass.
Question 7. What did the Wright brothers invent?
The plane.
Question 8. Which Malaysian actress won this year's Oscar for Best Actress?
Pass.
Question 9. Point shoes are associated with what kind of dance?
Pass.
Question 10. Kylie Jenner is dating which well-known actor?
I'm in a position. Pass.
Oh, it wasn't your day, Jamie. Let's go through them. The sun sets in the...
The east?
No, the sun rises in the east. It sets in the west.
Unless you're in Western Australia.
No.
No, it doesn't. That's right. Sorry.
Wow, you wouldn't win either.
So, Jamie, don't
Cripes.
feel bad.
An aviary is an enclosure for what? Is birds?
Birds.
DJ. Do you know what DJ
DJ's in
stands
the house,
for?
Jamie.
I keep forgetting. What is that?
It's a disc jockey. And Stilton, Gruyere and Manchego, they're all delicious types of cheese. And it was Michelle Yeoh who won this year's Oscar for Best Actress. And point shoes are won in ballet. And Kylie Jenner is dating Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Oh, Jamie, you got
Jamie.
$100 and thank you for playing.
Thank you very much.
And if anything, you've also outed that Jonesy doesn't know which direction the sun sets.
Jamie, we have solidarity, brother.
Yes, we do.
Well, you know, when it's a flat earth anyway, does the sun even set?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Have you ever been on the slingshot?
Yeah, those thing at the Gold Coast, you see.
So what this is, I've never been on it.
I haven't been on it. I've seen Fatty Vorton go on it, and that was very funny.
Well, it's like a big round ball that you sit inside and it's held down by 2 wires attached to gantries.
Yep.
And then they go bang. It's like a reverse bungee. Rather than you jumping off something,
in the air.
it shoots you into the air.
I was watching one video of it, though, and the bungee snapped before it took off. And that's when I thought, I'm never going on that thing. Because the ride doesn't freak me out. It's the people that run the ride that freaks me out.
Yeah. Well, when you're going on a ride where half an hour before you've seen them make their way up the road, with it attached on the back,
I know.
with Granny on the top with a gun, watching them set up with their teeth.
Just go greasy overalls spraying WD-40 on stuff. No thanks, mate.
Well, I wouldn't go on any of these things, but I did see a couple of sisters. I saw this on TikTok. 2 sisters holding hands and the slip shot's about to go off. They are pretty much just held in with a seatbelt. There's no... what's it called? The harness, the big gantry or something that locks around you?
The harness big gantry.
That's the thing. Their necks are all loose. Their limbs are flailing everywhere. They're held in very loosely, it seems to me. And what happens is when they're flung into the air, one of the sisters just screams and her arms go up in the air and then she passes out. And then she comes to, is horrified, screams, her arms fling in the air, passes out 6 or 7 times.
Please, I'm terrified. Please don't let me do this. Please. It's not scary. It's please.
They haven't even gone yet. This is before they've gone up.
Right.
5, 4. Here they go.
There she goes.
And then pass out.
And she's passed out.
And her sister, wake, pass out. Okay, thank you. It's distressing to listen
pass
to.
out a bit
but her
longer there?
sister is all scrunched into the corner and the centrifugal forces munched her head to the side. It's the most traumatic thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I will never get over a ride I went on when I was
You've got ride regret.
Oh, a huge ride regret. It was the Zipper. And you just rolled around inside a cage.
Mm-hmm.
And I was probably 13 when I went on this, and I've never gotten over it.
Did you?
I was nauseous, but just terrified, like being inside a...
But you didn't?
I didn't throw up.
Oh.
It's like being inside a tumble dryer.
Yeah.
And I was just screaming. And it must have transferred my fear to my son. He went to the Easter show just a couple of years ago, went on the Zipper with a friend, but he spewed all over his friend. I think his friend had ride regret. Is that what you called it? Ride regret.
Ride regret.
Remember the friend of mine who went on the Rota? Oh, I hope Vanessa doesn't mind me mentioning this story. She went with her older brother and all his friends to Luna Park, and she thought she'd stuff a top. And it was one of those ones that everyone made in sewing when they were younger that tied in the front, put some socks in. She's on the Rota. Her hands are locked against the walls and the socks. She's there. She can see in her peripheral vision the socks snaking their way up. Right. Beside her head.
It would have been like one of those claymations things you see on SBS.
Oh, it rides. Ride regret. We've all had it.
And really, it just comes down to feeling crook. That's what it comes down to.
Well, maybe your clothes fell off. Maybe you had a giant spew. What was it?
My daughter, when she was little, she loved going on rides, and particularly the more spinny around rides. And we had this local carny thing, and I had possibly the worst hangover in the history of my life.
Here we go.
So it was just the weekend. And Dad, let's go on this ride. And I went, oh, okay.
What was it?
It was like a spinning around.
Was it teacups?
Not teacups. It's the one where it comes out and you sit.
They're the worst.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, how much, mate? And the guy goes, it's $8. I went, yeah, no worries. Off you go. Oh, no, Dad, you better go with her. And I said, no, mate, I've only got $8. Oh, no, free ride for Dad's today, because he knew that I had a hangover. And so I get on there with Rome, and we're going around, and one ride, I'm going, this is all right. And he goes, how about we go around again? And Rome, he's like, yeah, let's go again. He did it 3 times in a row. And I just walked
Did you hold it together?
And I said, you bastard. And he's laughing with me.
Oh, no.
He just thought it was great, but I thought I was going to die. I thought I was actually going to, I started to sweat. I thought every fluid in my body was just going to come out from the top, from the bottom.
And imagine the story your daughter would have told if you'd evacuated
everything. She's just
everything.
sitting there as happy as a clam. No, Dad, this is so fun. I just thought I'm going to die.
I feel like I can't breathe even just talking about this stuff. Well, the tribal drum is going to beat for ride regret.
What have you got?
Jam Nation.
The tribal drum is beating ride regret.
I forced my family to go on the mummy ride. Have you seen that one?
This is over in Disneyland, isn't it?
No, we're in Singapore. What's that one called there?
Disneyland? Singapore Disney?
Something like that.
Sydney.
And I said to the kids, it's going to be fun. It'll be so much fun. It'll be so much fun.
It
was the most horrifically terrifying thing we'd ever done. And the photo we got at the end was hardly looked like his face had melted. And Jack was just screaming, his mouth open.
Yep.
Liam looked traumatised, and I'm smiling just because I'm trying to say, no, I hated it too. But I was trying to keep everyone, this is fun. If Mum's calm, everyone will be calm.
The damage you can do to your kids, remember at SeaWorld on the Gold Coast, they used to have a thing called the Bermuda Triangle ride. Do you remember that?
No.
So you get on this thing and you'd have to listen to the gormless employee do okay, we're going to the mission is, we're going into the Bermuda Triangle, but they're not saying it with as much enthusiasm as I am now. So we're in this queue.
So was it lame?
Well, that bit was lame, and we're in the queue for ages. And Morgan, my eldest rather, at the time he was like 4 or 5, so we kind of snuck him in to go on this ride. And then just as we're about to get on the ride, the part of the ride, there's a big volcano with a fire coming out of it. And Morgan says, but we're not going into the fire in the rock. And Helen and I looked at each other and said, no, mate, as if we do that to you. Next minute, ding, 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 ding.
No.
We're going into the fire in the rock. The kid looked at us like we just betrayed him.
And you had.
Yeah, and Helen and I said, if I could have taken him off that ride there and then, I would have, but...
You've had to pay for the therapy ever since.
Sorry about that, mate. We're just going into this.
Oh.
And then, for some reason, when we got to the top, the fire got even worse. It's like sitting under a barbecue.
The damage we do.
He can't go to barbecues galore now.
Hello, Kylie.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. What was the ride regret?
Oh, it was back when I was 16, 17. I went on a date. There was a group of us that, we were trying to hook up at the time. And we'd gone to Macca's on the way, so, had the chocolate thick shake. Then got to the show and decided to go on a ride. It was the turbo, so it was like a little smarty cage. And you just spin it and spin it and spin it. Got on there with this bloke that I was trying to impress, of all things. Yes, I vomited everywhere. All over myself, all over him. It was everywhere. It was 9 o'clock in the morning, so it was first cab off the rank. Chocolate, vomit everywhere.
No, and in those cages that spin around, everyone's going to cop it.
And that's when you learn the effects of centrifugal force, how good it is.
Kylie.
So married now.
Hello, Kate. Tell us about your ride regret.
Oh, hi, Jamesy and Amanda. How are you going today?
Great, thanks, Kate.
That's good. Yeah, I was on a high-energy ride about 20 years ago now. It was the kids' Ferris wheel, and I was there with my nephew, took him on the ride, and as it started to go, I realised that it was actually beyond my capabilities.
They are scary.
Hey, it's a kid's Ferris wheel.
I looked at the kid, and I think I put my fear onto him, so I start yelling down the staff going, the kid's afraid, my nephew, he's afraid, you've got to stop the ride. So they got us around terrifyingly to the bottom again, and he looked at me and he goes, I'm not scared. And I said, well, I am. And I walked off. And I left him on the ride.
And the kids' Ferris wheel, Kate, they're one of those ones the guys tow around just on a box trailer. They're only about 12 foot high.
I know, they're not even. There's like 6 carriages.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the guy, I'd stopped the ride, he would have stood next to you and said, you're only 6 foot off the ground.
Because the big ones are scary, but the little ones, even I think I could handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Bingo, bango, ready to go?
So ready to go.
Okay, let's do it.
Wow.
The tribal drummer's been beating. This is something that you saw on the internet.
Yes, I saw 2 sisters sitting on a ride called the Slingshot, and they're already panicking before it takes off. Then it does take off, and it flings them into the air. She freaks out, and rightly so. It flings them into the air. One of the sisters just screams and her arms go up, and then she passes out. And then she goes up again, she screams and then passes out again.
I'm not worried about the ride so much. It's who's running the ride.
Well, they didn't seem to have many...
I'd like to see their maintenance schedule.
Yeah.
I'd like to go, okay, mate, when did you last check the...
I hammered in a tent peg 10 minutes ago.
When did you last check how secure this elastic is?
Well, also, the girls look like they were just wearing lap belts, hardly enough to hold you in, you'd think.
Well, you know what? Those things, you don't want to be strapped in too tight because that's where you can actually do damage. Your body's got to flail about.
How about we just never go on anything? I'd prefer that. The tribal drum is beating for ride regret.
Adam has joined us. Hello, Adam.
G'day, Jonesy and Amanda. How are you doing today?
Very well. What was your ride regret, Adam?
Back in my early 20s, I was at a date with a girl, and I went to the show, and it was one of the last rides we went on, and I'd already eaten, and about a half an hour earlier. And I went on this ride, and it was the teacup ride, and it spun me around and around and around and around and around, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. I'm not I'm all right with rides, and then I got off, I lost my balance, I tripped over, I hurt myself, and then I threw up all over the place. Then I actually had to get a treatment from the medical staff there because they said, "Oh, you're okay. You don't look too well." Then I was going home on the train. I threw up there, and then I got off the train. I threw up again.
Oh.
It was not the nicest ride, I'll tell you that much.
Those damn teacups, and that nausea stays with you for ages. You know, a friend of mine saw Rutger Hauer on the teacups at Disneyland.
Rutger Hauer?
Yeah, who plays this big machine gun wielding baddie in all the movies.
Yeah, from Blade Runner.
There he was spinning around a little teacup. He probably spewed all day as well.
That could be another thing we could talk about. Out-of-place celebrity
maybe.
on a ride. Thank you, Adam. Danny has joined us.
Hello, Danny.
Good morning, guys. How are we?
Very well. What was your ride regret?
It wasn't so much me, but my girlfriend and I, when we were about 15, went on one of those rides at the local carnival. And it was one of those cabin thingies that you sit in it and it kind of spins around and it pushes you together and you sort of fly out to the edge. And as we went round, this little cluster of 15-year-old boys kept looking at us and pointing and laughing. And I'm thinking, what are they laughing at? And it wasn't until the ride slowed down and I looked over at my friend to say, what? And I thought, oh, then I realised the centrifugal force had pushed her boob out of her bra and her singlet top. And, yeah, that's what they were looking and pointing and laughing at.
No. Has she ever recovered from this, Danny?
Oh, I don't think she cared.
Wow.
It could have been on purpose. Who knows?
Right. So she was kind of well endowed, I'm presuming.
Yeah, I think she was okay with it.
Oh. How did you feel about it, Danny?
Yeah, that's not fair.
I'm just glad it wasn't me.
Yeah.
That's something that happens when you're older, not when you're younger.
What, that your boob comes out?
Because it gets a bit, more elastic.
Does it, Brendan? Talking from your own experience?
Well, look, don't at me.
Well.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you for all your calls.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Let's get on down to the J&A Arms. The Halloween debrief. Did Halloween pass the pub test for you?
What happened at your house?
Nothing. No one came round, but I did see some little kids wandering the streets. And I was over at my mate Damo's place, and he was doing some stainless steel welding. And while he was doing the welding, he's got one of those Ring doorbell things on his
camera
phone.
on it? Oh, I see.
On his phone.
Yeah.
And it just kept going off the whole time. And I used to try to weld, and then there'd be, oh, that's my Ring doorbell. I go, why is it going off? It's the little kids all coming around trick-or-treating at my house.
Yeah.
He's miles away from his house.
I was reading this thing this morning that said 60% of parents surveyed admit to sneaking lollies from the kids' Halloween haul after the kids have gone to bed. And 57% of adults said that they'd run out to buy more lollies because they'd eaten them before Halloween.
Yeah.
So when you've got them in the cupboard, who's not going to eat them?
I was reading an opinion piece in the Sydney Morning Herald, and this person had said, Halloween has absolutely no relevance in Australia. That's why it's my favourite holiday. And I read this article, and you look at all our public holidays in Australia, they're all fraught with something.
Why is Christmas fraught?
No, forget Christmas. Christmas is great. That's a given.
But Australia Day is conflicting.
Australia Day is conflicting. Anzac Day, there's a degree of it's a solemn occasion.
Of course.
Melbourne Cup Day, Nup to the Cup.
Yeah.
Really, Halloween is a day where you go, well, we got no skin in the game.
You poo-pooed it for a long time.
I'm becoming an anti-poo-pooer.
An anti-poo-pooer?
Yeah.
I've got tablets for that. Well, let's see how it went for you yesterday. The Halloween debrief. Did Halloween yesterday pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
Our next guest is a national treasure. She's entertained us for decades with her wit, her wisdom, her courage. She's a trailblazer. She really is. And she's released her memoir, Lies My Mirror Told Me. I was lucky enough to get an advance copy and I've read it. Oh, see this song. Hello, Wendy Harmer. How are you?
Hello, Amanda.
Here she is.
When I read
I'm
this,
here too, Wendy.
Hello.
Yeah. Come on. It can't be all just women.
Yes, I know. Well, we've heard that. We've heard that for years on broadcasting.
There should be more men on radio, I think.
Yeah, well, I remember I wanted to do a breakfast show with another woman. Mm-hmm. And a radio executive said, you got to understand what it's like for the blokes. I mean, they go home and they get nagged by their wives and they turn on the radio and they get nagged by two women.
No.
That's why women can't work together on the radio.
This man's a genius. Who is this man?
It was you.
What a genius.
Now, I just got a little text from my husband there.
Yep. Hello, Brendan.
And where is the wheel of tickets?
Oh, I see.
This is our major tactic.
What's he after?
As they call it in the trade.
He said, I should take it hostage and only give it back in exchange for 2 Taylor Swift tickets for me.
Oh, okay, get some
No, he's got, you know, he's right on it, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can
So
get him
I'll
in the mix.
I shouldn't have given away the plan then, should I?
No, because you know. Next you'll be saying we don't take the 10th caller. Because you know all the secrets, and we're up against you when you were over at Today FM,
that's right.
and then when you were at the ABC.
Yep.
This is a big deal, like where you've come full circle with the book now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it was I got the advance for the memoir about 8 years ago, so I thought, oh, crikey, I better write it or I'll have to give the money back. So when I finished over at the ABC, I thought, now's the time to write it. And it's been really interesting to look back and see, look, I was there when all these women comedians found their voices. You know, there was the Comedy Company and Fast Forward and the D-Gen and the Big Gig, of course, and the women were really at the forefront there. And this was the first time we'd seen all these women comedians. And I thought that was a really interesting time to document. And also, I guess the change in breakfast radio over the time that I've been doing it. Because at 2Day, my then boss, Brad March, he said he'd been watching Oprah Winfrey, and he thought, oh, wow, chicks. Well, there's a concept. And so he put me on radio as sort of the centre of a radio program because he wanted a program that was more, you know, skewed towards the women.
Yeah.
And it is incredible to think, Amanda, that there was a time in radio, morning radio, where women weren't really at the forefront.
No, and where stories weren't encouraged.
That's
there was no content in terms of stories.
Yeah.
So you brought all that, I think.
Well, I mean, I do remember the time they even did float the idea of having a lottery about when I'd go into labour. And I went, you know what? I don't think so.
That's great. That is a great idea.
But there was so much in your book too that I cried over, and just your.
But you're a bit of a blubber.
I'm a complete.
Amanda will go the blub at the drop of a hat.
I'm a complete
Kleenex ads with a little kitten and all that.
That sets me off.
There should be a deal.
But with like your upbringing. And as you document here, your changing face, your parents gave you tough love. Do you think that was the right thing to do for you? Because look how it's forged you, but at what cost?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, I think you've got to have... I suppose you've got to have the right sort of temperament in the beginning because, half of it's sort of nature and half of it's nurture. I couldn't do the same to my kids. The title of the book comes from what happened to me when I was 8 years old. And I didn't have all the reconstructive surgery for my cleft lip and palate till I was 15 years old. Now it's done at a child's first birthday. So I had this sort of, disfigured face for a long time. And I was about 8 years old and I came home and I said, the boys at school have been picking on me and calling me flat face and eagle beak and Wendy the witch and... Would you believe that then Alan Unwin released the book on Halloween? I thought that... Anyway, whatever. So my mother said to me, you go and stand in front of that mirror and when you can find something to complain about, you come out and tell me. Well, I looked in that mirror and I'm here to tell you there was a lot to complain about. Like I only had little stumps of teeth that kind of went sideways and, my lip was sort of, mangulated and I have a very flat nose. And I just looked at myself and I just went out and said, I've got nothing to complain about. And my mum said, good. And on we went. I don't think I could do that with my kids. 60 years after that, I've been talking with my mum and she says, yes, that was brutal. That was, and I know now I should have been softer.
But we are better parents now, don't you think, than what our parents were? And surely,
I think so.
And that's not putting any blame on my parents. It was just a different time where you're probably more closer to your kids these days.
That's right.
Than what our parents were.
Yeah, well, I think dads have changed a great deal. It was always you'd ring up your dad and go, well, how's that car of yours going? And that'd be about the most you'd get out of him.
Christmas Day and all.
Yeah. And yes, I think, men spend more time with their kids. It gets to the point we all know about helicopter parenting where you can be overprotective. But yeah, I mean, having that kind of upbringing and that kind of toughness. I mean, yeah, they were. Well, as I say, for some kids, probably like me, it worked. But I imagine for a lot of kids, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Well, you don't know anything else, do you? Really?
No,
you don't know anything else.
But you know, for all the strength you had to have, you've got such a softy heart.
Yeah.
Really, you've come out the best of all worlds. You really have.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm really, really lucky to have Brendan, who's listening.
Not this
Thank
Brendan.
This.
I'm always listening. I'm always listening to you.
No, you're always talking.
Yeah.
He's always listening. But I am incredibly lucky. And I mean, you know, you'll both know this, that you can't do this job without that backup and support at home.
Yeah.
And Amanda, you and I as mums, I mean, you know, Brendan was the house husband for the whole time.
Yeah, and Harley changed his job as well so that he could be there at home while I was doing these hours. You can't both be going full tilt with this, can you?
You absolutely cannot, you know. And because... You know, you go to bed at 8 p.m. And then you're out the door at sort of 4 in the morning. And I remember, you know, sometimes I'd just creep off very quietly and just punch the air, knowing that Brenda would be awake with the kids.
I was always glad I could close the door and go.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the easy part.
I know.
That's true. Well, Wendy, it's always great to talk to you. And, of course, you're the one that gave us Beat the Bomb and Battle of the Sexes. All different names now.
Should I stay or should I go?
There's another one.
Look, here's the thing about radio. Once you get the name, like traffic and weather together, it just all falls into place. After that, it's easy.
You've got them all tattooed now.
Lies My Mirror Told Me is available from all good bookstores. Wendy Harmer, thank you.
Thank you. And Lucy, you've been on this coming up to 18 years?
Yes.
Yes, no, it is 18 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You've only had 18,000 fights. Thank you so much.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Rams for the pub test today. The Halloween debrief. Did Halloween for you last night pass the pub test?
Yeah, how did it go? Did you go to a street where no one had anything? Did people come to your door and you didn't have anything? It says here, I'm reading this survey, 60% of parents said that they ate their kids' lollies once their kids went to bed. So how are you feeling this morning? Some parents had to go out and buy new lollies because they'd eaten them leading up to it. That's fair enough too.
An opinion piece in the Herald. Halloween has absolutely no relevance to Australia. That's why it's my favourite holiday, because all the other holidays that we have in this country are problematic. We've got Australia Day, we've got Anzac Day. You know, all these holidays come with, there's a degree of like, Anzac Day, it's a solemn occasion. We lost
Christmas
a lot
can
of
be
diggers.
emotionally fraught.
Christmas is fraud. Australia Day is
Halloween,
fraud.
get on the chocks.
Yeah, Melbourne Cup's fraud. But, boom.
Well, how do you feel? Are your children hyper today because of all the chocolate? Halloween debrief, did it pass the pub test?
I think it does pass the pub test. I love getting dressed up every year for the kids in our community. I get a big group of kids come through. Everybody's happy. They're all dressed up. We have lollies and we have a fun night.
It was insane. We were walking our dogs last night and there was kids everywhere. We've never seen so many people participating in Halloween. 3 young boys come to the door just to remind us that it was Halloween. Fortunately, I had some lollipops, so I gave it to them and shooed them away. But bigger than we've ever experienced. Passes the pub test.
Yeah, Halloween's a great one for the kids and that. They get to have some fun, dress up. Why not? Let's enjoy it. And Amanda, wrap your smile big.
My teeth have fallen out from the chocolate.
Let's not go back to Amanda's ill-gotten phrase.
I misspoke one day and said, wrap your smile big. And I thought, that sounds like a rap phrase.
Because I think I was out of the studio and you were doing some DJ patter and that's what you came up with.
Wrap your smile big. Thank you for remembering. I appreciate it.
Is that part of your phrase? Or?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast. Well, we were talking yesterday about how awful it was that TMZ got the story about the passing of Matthew Perry before his family and friends did. Because someone who worked, was it an ambulance officer or a police officer?
It was a couple of guys.
Yeah, or who are probably being paid a retainer of some kind, gave TMZ this story. That's not the way it should work, but there it is, and it has for many, many years. I saw a tweet yesterday, or actually it was on her Instagram, from Bruce Willis's wife, Emma. And Bruce at the moment has some form of dementia.
Aphasia.
And she's had to go very public with this because he's a public person. And you can see why this would not rest comfortably with her. But this is what she has said. I don't need to hear the 911 dispatch call. I don't need to know the autopsy report. Why? Because it's absolutely none of my business. This level of looky-loo and entitlement is god-awful, and I will never understand it. Let this man rest in peace and show some respect. Give his family and friends grace to mourn and grieve without all this noise. And she said, please allow Matthew's family to control this narrative. Allow them the right to share what they see fit with the public or not. Nothing is owed to us. Matthew is not public property. If it's not come from the family directly, it's just noise, and keep scrolling. And you can imagine how she feels at a time like this. You have to trust the people around you. You have to trust medical professionals. The horror that your private moments can be sold off so easily
It's true.
would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. We saw a quote yesterday from the other cast members of Friends saying, in due time we will speak more fully about this, but just at the moment,
Not right now.
We're so dreadfully upset.
I remember.
So we do have to look at our own need for this information. I didn't realise that the 911 call is out there. Do we need to hear that?
You don't want to hear
So
that.
check your own curiosity. Of course, as human beings, we are curious, but we don't have any right to this information.
Unless the celebrity wants it, of course. Like when I had that bike accident and I'm lying on a gurney, busted back, busted shoulder, out of my mind on morphine, and the nurse said, don't worry, I'll keep this from the media. I said, I want everyone to know about
Why?
this. Well, a big bike accident. Look like a hero.
Wouldn't you be a hero if you didn't fall off?
Well, that's in your world. In your world.
Yeah, there is that school of thinking.
In your world.
But it's a lesson to
Just
all
so
of us.
you know, if anything happens to me, I just want it out there.
What
It'd
if
be
your
great.
testicles split open and you cry like a girl?
Okay.
Happy for that?
Is that coming up at 8:30, is it?
Lessons for all of us in this,
Yes.
and an insight into the makings of Brendan Jonesy Jones.
That's what it's about.
Jam Nation.
I can see what's going to happen here right now.
Tell me.
I can see what's going to happen. So now you've decided to become my youngest son Dominic's employee referral person.
I'm going to be his employment pal.
Yeah.
Because you've insisted he gets a job. He's 21 years old. You've insisted he gets a job.
Man's got to work.
And he knows you so well. He said, you know what? I'd like to get a job as a parking inspector because he knows that is something that would rile you enormously.
It riles me greatly. And my son looking for a job is like Mick Dundee.
Mick Dundee's the name. Fairly new in town. Looking for some kind of a job. Any suggestions? It's enough job hunting for one day.
And then you said something
and I would
about-
say Mick's more thorough because he went outside.
But then you compared him to Neil Diamond in The Jazz Singer.
In the jazz
Your
singer.
references are so
He's
outdated.
a singer in the synagogue, and his father wants him to be that. But the bright lights of rock and roll and big sideburns have come calling for Neil, and he decides to be a rock and roll singer, and he goes against his father's wishes.
Well, maybe in this scenario, being a parking inspector is the rock and roll singing of Neil Diamond with his big mutton chops down the side of his
So Dom's
face.
going to buy mutton chops and start booking people.
Well, he said he wants to be a parking inspector.
But
I've
he's
done
only
some
doing
research.
it because he knows I forbid
Brendan,
it.
he might be brilliant at this. Tell you what, it's a very good salary.
Oh,
From 62,000 to 80,000 plus superannuation.
Yep.
They want you to be professional and have a pleasant manner when dealing with the public. Able to remain calm in conflict situations and manage enforcement issues with tact and discretion. If he's lived with you, he knows how to deal with people who get angry very easily.
I don't get angry very easily.
Sure. And I think he'd be very good at this. Tell you what, you get long service leave after 5 years. 18 weeks paid parental leave, 3 extra days at Christmas so you can enjoy the holiday
Well,
with
that's
your family.
wasted because they have no family.
Why
what are
do
they
you
going to do?
say this? Why do you
Sit
say
under
I
the
can't
bridge
deal?
in their little troll position?
Oh, Brendan, I'm going to do everything I have in my powers to get him a job as a
powers do
parking.
you-
And you know what? The thing is, I've been booked far more often than
You
you
do.
have. And I accept it. I accept that I was in the wrong. I play parking roulette. Sometimes it goes my way and sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, I go, that's a fair cop.
You also play roundabout roulette as well. I've seen you get onto a roundabout.
I play car roulette. I don't know which is mine.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
You ready to rock? We're ready to roll.
Piccadilly Customary.
23 days till an evening with Jonesy and Amanda.
Are you going to count it down and make me nervous?
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
There's, as you can hear there, the Tony Bartuccio dancers are warming up.
Yep. There's that's the intro to the Don Lane show. If anyone's under the age of 1,000 years old, well, there you go. But what I've done is a little treat. I've as a sort of an advent calendar on
chocolates
on my Instagram.
This better be a treat.
It's a treat. The opener for our show, which I love.
We play this at 6 o'clock, and I know that once it starts, I can still make myself a cup of tea and make it to the studio in time, because you keep adding little snippets of interviews, of funny things. It goes for 100 hours.
It's our Wonderwall. It's our Wonderwall. And so what I've decided as a little treat, as we're heading up to the 23rd of November, I'm putting people that are in our opener on my Instagram, because people sometimes say to me, where did you get that from? How did that come about?
Are you going to put up the woman who says, I hope you've had a good poo? She's still in there?
Poo woman's there, yeah. The lady that analysed people's poo. Remember, there was a boss here that wanted us to take it out.
And we said it's on TV at 7:30 every night.
And I argued. I said, I tell you what, I'll leave this place. See ya.
Imagine if you'd lost your job over that.
I would have left over that. And he backed down. So it's all very important. It's like our own little Wonderwall, and the stuff it just comes to us. For example, and I've posted this one today, David Hasselhoff in Baywatch, first series of Baywatch, and the episode was called Murky Waters. There was a school teacher on the show called Amanda Keller.
Wow.
And that's in our opener.
Miss Keller.
Amanda.
Wow.
So that's what our opener is. That's how important it is to us. So every day up until the 23rd, I'm going to put a little bit of something.
So the 23rd, we are going to be doing our live show in the flesh, our radio show, in the flesh, brought to life, as opposed to this dross that we do. It's going to be at Sydney Coliseum at Rooty Hill, starts at 7 o'clock. We're going to have the Magnificent Seven, the Pub Test, TikTok Tucker, Marsha Hines going to be performing. You'll bring your skill set, Brendan, so you might hear this.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
That too is in our opener as well.
Yeah.
My wife hates it.
Does
she
she?
said, and I said, I'll leave this place. If you make me take that out, I'll go to another marriage across the road.
Tickets are on sale now through Ticketek. It's called An Evening with Jonesy and Amanda, an iHeart Live event. We've opened up a new seating area because tickets are selling, Brendan.
Well, I don't want to see that. Two people just sitting there.
No, they want to hear that burp live and centre. Thank you. This is presented by Tyre Power, who are probably thinking of pulling out right now. Get the power of Australia's biggest independent tyre network. Come and join us for An Evening with Jonesy and Amanda.
Exciting times. In the meantime, we've had an email, and it's a really important email, and it's about something that you've been doing lately.
It's incredible. We'll read it to you next.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
podcast.
Let's got this email from Paul, and he said, "Hello, my name's Paul." And that was all he wrote. No, he said, I'm a big fan of the show. My wife was listening to your show at work when she heard Amanda's breast screening awareness ad. It sparked a conversation amongst the ladies at work, and her colleague, aged 62, had never had a mammogram before, and so after that conversation decided to book one. Turns out she had stage 1 breast cancer and is having an operation next week to have it removed. I just wanted to say thank you for talking about it, as it's already made a difference for this life.
Right. Well, you should mention that's a commercial arrangement, isn't it, with the breast screen that we have? You got to say that.
Well, the information, though,
not
is
this,
that
but the ad. It's an ad.
Yeah, but the information is that it's free.
Yeah.
If you're 50 to 74, and if you have never had a breast screen before, it's so simple. It's a mammogram. It's over in 20 minutes. And it could do exactly what's happening here.
That's what it's about.
Stage 1 breast cancer. This will get the breast cancer when it's early, and you have such a great chance of survival.
Very satisfying, isn't it?
Happened with my friend Sylvie. She just woke up one morning and thought, she's had cancer before, but not breast cancer. She thought, I should go and have a check. She had a number of tumours in her breast. She's had surgery. All is well now. But if you've got a niggle in the back of your mind that you should go and do this, even if you don't have a niggle, if you're 50 to 74, it's free. Go along. And if you're outside those age groups and you have a niggle, still go along. It could save your life.
What a great spokesperson you are.
Well, it matters to me.
There's a big
Look
deal.
At this. This is a life
No,
saved.
that's what I'm saying. This is a big deal.
Get to it.
We should make hay while the sun shines. Get you doing other stuff as well. So
Brendan, I'm trying to make this.
I could be like Colonel Tom Parker to you. Get you up for
Is this about your hemorrhoid commercial?
Okay, rightio. No idea's a bad one. Quilton loves your bum. So does Amanda. These are just ideas that
You've taken all the emotion out of that, and well done, Brendan.
That's what I do.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
Only a little over a month until someone wins $20,000 as our favourite Ghoulie of the year. Download the iHeartRadio app, go to WSFM, press the microphone and record your Ghoulie.
What have we got?
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda. I don't know how many times this one's happened to me, but each and every time it makes my brain sizzle like a sausage on a sanger. Here goes. You email someone, you don't get a response. So you email them again, and you still don't get a response. It really gets my ghoulies.
Wow, what happens if you email them 3 times?
Yeah, maybe it's the delivery. I don't know. You got to put a bit of pizzazz in there.
Well, she mentioned sausage in the bread, so gave us that bit
Well, I've got a problem
imagery.
with that. The sausage doesn't sizzle in the bread. It sizzles on the barbecue.
Well, maybe I'll have a Ghoulie with you. What else have we got?
What gets my ghoulies is every time I go get new prescription glasses and I have to choose the frames. It is a nightmare, and I'm as blind as a bat. And I have to trust other people to say, oh, you look good, you look nice. I probably look like crap just to sell those frames, and I'm never happy with the outcome.
Because how can you tell? If you haven't got your prescription in, how
It's
can
true.
you tell what they
Tell
look
that
like?
to Elton John. He doesn't want flamboyant glasses.
No, Dame Edna, she
Yeah,
thought she
just
had
want-
contact lenses
Just give
in.
me something normal. Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, doesn't matter. You can record your ghoulie via the iHeartRadio app. It's 3 tonight.
Our favourite caller email a Facebook friend wins a Sony XG300 X-Series portable wireless speaker.
Whoa.
Simply charge it up, grab the easy-to-hold handle, take this durable, portable and great-sounding speaker with you.
You be getting down with those sick beats.
I saw a video last night of 2 girls on the slingshot ride. This is where they're inside a ball. It's held down by a giant elastic band. It gets flung into the air.
They look great until I saw that other video of the slingshot actually breaking just before they took off.
Well, these girls, even though it worked, it looked horrific. Sisters, terrified before it took off, and then once they were up there, one of them, her arms are flailing, whoa, and then she passes out. Then she goes, whoa, she wakes up and screams again, is horrified, then passes out. This went on about 6 times.
I'm enjoying a reenactment.
Tribal Drum was beating for Ride Regret. Here's Kate from East Hills.
It was the kids' Ferris wheel. I was there with my nephew, took him on the ride, and as it started to go, I realised that it was actually beyond my capabilities.
They are scary.
Hey, it's a kid's Ferris
I
wheel.
looked at the kid, and I think I put my fear onto him, so I start yelling down the staff going, the kid's afraid, my nephew, he's afraid, you've got to stop the ride. So they got us around terrifyingly to the bottom again, and he looked at me and he goes, I'm not scared. And I said, well, I am. And I walked off, and I left him on the ride.
Yeah, it's a Ferris wheel you can tow behind a Yaris.
It's one of those tiny
They're about
ones.
12 foot high.
I was picturing a really big one, but it was the kids' one.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Ugly Phil's up next with more chances to win tickets to the hottest concerts on Wheel of Tickets.
We'll be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, dear, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Jam Nation podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.